If you're the parent of a toddler, you know that a big part of discipline is simply keeping them safe. Saying things like, we don't touch the oven, we don't pull on the cat's tail, we don't run into the street. Setting limits and telling young kids what behaviors to do and what not to do actually makes them feel more secure because it reminds them that you're in charge. But how should parents share other rules with children? And how and when can those rules be enforced? Particularly when children are very young and might not understand the concept of consequences. I'm Lara Litvinov, a clinical psychologist in the ADHD and Behavior Disorders Center at the Child Mind Institute. And here are 4 strategies for how to discipline toddlers. Lay the groundwork for rules and discipline by setting routines and try to stick to them. Toddlers might not know what time it is, but they know it's bedtime because of the routine that precedes it. As in, we have our bath, we read our book, and we go sleep in our own bed. A familiar routine teaches kids what to expect next, so there are no unpleasant surprises. Routines also establish clear boundaries, in this case, about when bedtime begins. Of course, so much of life isn't planned, so parents need strategies for how to correct behaviors and reinforce boundaries in the moment. Parents often say, "Don't do that," or "No," when a child does something wrong. But it's actually more helpful to tell kids what you do want them to do instead. Kids know what no means as early as 7 months old, but they don't necessarily know what to do after we say no. Giving them an alternative action makes this clear. So instead of saying, "Don't grab the cat," you could say, "Be gentle with the cat, please." Parents can also introduce natural consequences for a child's misbehavior. For example, if a child jumps on the couch, a natural consequence could be having them practice sitting calmly on the couch. If they write on the wall, you could have them wash the wall. They probably won't get the wall clean, but the act of trying to wash it reinforces the rule. And finally, be realistic. Consider what your child is developmentally able to do. Sometimes promoting good behavior requires more praise than discipline. For instance, most toddlers are incapable of sitting through a long family gathering or meal with perfect manners. Better to focus on praising moments of good behaviors as they happen. Thank you for sitting in your seat. Thank you for listening when Grandma was talking. So a child begins to understand the behaviors you expect of them. For more information about parenting toddlers and other topics, visit the Family Resource Center at childmind.org.